All right, get ready to dive into some movies that'll really make you think, like really, really think.
Yeah, we're talking about those films that stick with you long after you've seen them, you know? The ones that make you question everything.
Exactly. And today we're going deep, deep into a list of 10 movies that are famous for their mind-bending plots, crazy twists, and themes that just, like, stay with you.
It's gonna be a wild ride, so buckle up.
Our mission today is to unpack what makes these movies tick, what makes them so captivating, and why do they resonate so much with audiences.
We're gonna analyze those thought-provoking moments, the ones that leave you thinking, whoa, what did I just watch?
Okay, so let's kick things off with a film that takes us right into the heart of the human mind. Inception.
You know that feeling when you wake up from a dream and for a second, you're not sure if you're really awake?
Oh yeah, totally.
Inception takes that feeling and cranks it up to 11. Dreams within dreams within
It's
dreams.
like, how many layers deep can you go, right? And then there's that iconic ending with the spinning top.
Ugh, yes, the spinning top. Does it fall or doesn't it? Is Cobb, our main man, still trapped in a dream?
It's brilliant because it leaves you wondering, doesn't it? Like, what's real and what's not?
Exactly, and that ambiguity isn't just for show. It actually reflects a real psychological phenomenon called dream reality confusion. Some people, they actually have a hard time telling dreams from reality.
Wow, that's trippy. So, Inception isn't just a cool action movie. It's actually tapping into some real deep stuff about how our minds work.
Totally.
All right, now let's travel back in time to 1968. Get ready for a cinematic masterpiece that's still blowing minds today. 2001, A Space Odyssey.
This one is a trip, a visual and philosophical journey from the dawn of humanity to the far reaches of space. You love thinking about big, big questions about evolution technology and, what it means to be conscious.
And visually, it's stunning. The
Absolutely.
Stargate sequence, oh man, it's like pure visual poetry,
It
right?
is. It really is.
Astronaut Dave Bowman traveling through this tunnel of light and color, it's awe-inspiring and just dot confusing all at the same time.
You know what's great about that sequence, and actually a lot of the film? It's open to interpretation. You could see it as a metaphor for spiritual enlightenment or a glimpse into the future of humanity. Kubrick, the director, he doesn't give you easy answers. He wants you to wrestle with those questions yourself.
That's what makes it so thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, get ready for a film that'll mess with your sense of time. Memento. This one's told in reverse order. So you're piecing together the mystery, along with Leonard, the main character, who can't form new memories.
Imagine that, having to rely on tattoos, Polaroid photos, and notes to make sense of your life. The film itself mirrors that fragmented experience by jumping around in time.
It's brilliant. You're literally in Leonard's shoes trying to figure things out as he goes.
And as you watch, you start to realize Leonard might not be the most reliable narrator. The film plays with the idea of memory as something that can be, manipulated and distorted.
So Memento isn't just a thriller, it's a commentary on how our memories shape who we are and how we see the world.
Makes you wonder how much of what we believe is actually true.
Right. Let's switch gears to a film that packs a punch, literally and figuratively, Fight Club. On the surface, it's about underground fighting. But beneath that, it critiques consumerism, masculinity, and the search for identity in a world that feels, I don't know, kind of fake.
It taps into that raw need to break free from the rules, to find something real.
And that twist ending, mind blown. I won't spoil it, but let's just say it makes you reevaluate everything you thought you know about the characters.
The twist isn't there just for shock value. It forces you to engage with the film on a deeper level, to question reality, identity, and, what lurks in our subconscious.
Okay, from the raw energy of Fight Club, we move into the world of magic and illusion, the Prestige, two rival magicians obsessed with creating the ultimate illusion. It's a deadly game with some insane twists.
It's a beautiful exploration of ambition, sacrifice, and the blurred lines between what's real and what's an illusion. It keeps you guessing until the very end.
Yeah, it's like trying to figure out a magic trick while you're watching it.
Exactly.
They're constantly trying to stay one step ahead, deciphering clues, trying to figure out the secrets behind the magic.
And just like a great magic trick, the film leaves you with a sense of wonder. How do they do that? What's real and what's not?
All right, prepare to have your heartstrings pulled. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. Imagine having the power to erase memories of a painful relationship.
Would you do it?
I don't know, tough question.
This film dives into that dilemma, the idea that even painful memories shape who we are.
It's not a straightforward story either. It jumps back and forth in time, just like our memories do. It's a beautiful, heartbreaking exploration of love and loss.
And it raises some profound questions. What's the cost of erasing our pain? Do we lose a part of ourselves in the process? It makes you think about the role memory plays in our lives.
From memory and love, we travel into the world of teenage angst, time travel, and a really creepy rabbit named Frank. Get ready for the cult classic, Donnie Darko.
This is one of those films that defies categorization. Sci-fi, psychological thriller, coming-of-age story all rolled into one.
It's a wild, unsettling trip that leaves you wanting to analyze every scene, every symbol.
Donnie Darko embraces ambiguity. It throws a lot at you and lets you figure things out.
It's the kind of film that rewards multiple viewings. You always catch something you missed before.
And it explores themes of fate, free will, and the nature of reality, stuff that resonates with people who are, figuring out their own place in the world.
It's a film that sticks with you, that makes you question your own perception of things.
Absolutely.
All right, let's venture into the territory of paranoia and deception. Shutter Island. 2 U.S. Marshals investigating a disappearance on a remote island. But things get really creepy, really fast.
It's a masterclass in suspense. The film draws you in, building a sense of unease and dread with each scene.
You never know who to trust. It plays with your perception, blurs the lines between reality and delusion. You're second-guessing yourself the whole time.
And just when you think you've got it figured out, bam, another twist.
It's like a puzzle box with a secret compartment you didn't even know existed.
And at the heart of it all, an unreliable narrator. You experience the story through the eyes of Teddy Daniels, and his own sanity is in question. So are we seeing what's really happening or what Teddy's mind is creating?
The film explores guilt, trauma, and the fragility of the human mind. Shutter Island is a film that sticks with you, prompting you to question the nature of truth. What is real and what is just in our heads?
Great question. Okay, now let's talk about a movie that completely flips the script on alien encounters. Arrival. This isn't your typical invasion story.
It's not about spaceships and lasers.
No, not at all. It's a much deeper exploration of communication, perception, and how we understand time.
Arrival challenges us to think beyond our human-centric worldview and consider other ways of experiencing reality.
Imagine encountering beings with completely different ways of thinking and communicating.
That's what Arrival explores.
The film's core concept is that language shapes how we understand the world.
Right, how we think, how we experience time, everything.
And as our main character, Louise, learns to communicate with the aliens, her perception of time starts to shift. Past, present, and future become blurred.
It's mind-blowing. Arrival raises questions about free will, destiny, and consciousness. It's a film that invites you to watch it multiple times to really ponder its complexities.
And finally, we come to a film often hailed as one of the most challenging and rewarding time travel movies ever made, Primer.
This one is intense.
Yeah, it's a low-budget indie film that goes deep, deep into the science and philosophy of time travel. Be prepared to have your brain twisted.
Primer isn't for everyone. It demands your full attention. You might even need to watch it a few times, maybe with a physics textbook handy.
But for those willing to put in the effort, it's incredibly rewarding.
It's not flashy. There aren't any big special effects or crazy paradoxes.
Nope. Primer focuses on the nitty-gritty of time travel, the practicalities, and the consequences. It creates a sense of unease, like you're on the edge of something really, really strange.
And that ambiguous ending, much like Inception, leaves you pondering the very nature of reality.
What is real? What is time?
Exactly. Primer challenges you to think critically, to unravel its intricate layers. It's a film that rewards those who dig deep.
Absolutely.
So there you have it, 10 mind-bending films, each offering a unique perspective on reality, time, and what it means to be human.
We've only just scratched the surface, though.
That's right, there's so much more to explore.
And now we want to hear from you.
Yes. What are your thoughts? Which of these films have resonated with you the most?
What moments or themes have stuck with you? We'd love to hear your insights.
Welcome back. So we've journeyed through some seriously mind-bending movies, and I'm dying to hear your thoughts. What are your takeaways so far? What really struck you about these films?
It's amazing how these films, even though they're so different, all challenge how we see reality.
Right. They make you question what you believe, what you're seeing, even who you are.
Totally. They're like holding up a mirror to our minds, showing us the limits of what we understand.
Like in Inception, it's not just visually stunning with those dreams within dreams, but it also makes you think about how easily we can blur the lines between what's real and what's not.
And how much of that happens in our everyday lives, It makes you wonder how often we misinterpret our own experiences.
Makes you think, doesn't it? And it's not just Inception. You've got those unreliable narrators in Memento and Shutter Island making you doubt everything.
Yeah, can we ever really trust our own memories, or are we just making up stories to understand a world that doesn't always make sense?
It's a bit unsettling, isn't it? Those films are basically saying, hey, don't trust anything, not even your own mind.
Definitely makes you think twice. What's also cool is how some of these films use really complex scientific and philosophical ideas to explore these themes.
Like Donnie Darko with all those time travel paradoxes. And Primer, oh man, that one really makes your head spin.
It does. They're not afraid to get complex, are they? It's like they're saying, the universe is way weirder than you think.
I love that. And let's not forget about the element of surprise. Those moments that make you go, hold on, what just happened?
Those twists, they keep us on the edge of our seats, right?
Totally. I mean, the reveal in Fight Club, the ending of The Prestige, that shocking realization in Shutter Island, they stay with you. You can't stop thinking about them.
But a good twist isn't just about shock value. It has to be part of the story, you know?
Yeah.
It's got to be woven in carefully with little hints along the way so when it hits you, it all makes sense.
It's like solving a puzzle. You get that aha moment, and suddenly the whole film clicks into place. You appreciate how clever the filmmakers were.
Exactly. Another thing that stands out is how many of these films explore the idea of duality, of having different sides to ourselves. It's like they're reflecting our own struggles with identity.
Oh, yeah, I see that. The split personality in Fight Club, the rival magicians in The Prestige, even Leonard with his fragmented memories in Memento. They're all searching for something, trying to make sense of who they are.
It's a universal theme, right? Trying to understand ourselves, our place in the world, and the nature of reality itself.
And what's so amazing is they do it in a way that's both entertaining and makes you think.
Absolutely. They make us question, they make us dig deeper.
They don't give you all the answers. They empower you to draw your own conclusions.
You're part of the experience, figuring things out along with the characters.
And I think that's what makes these films so powerful. They don't just entertain. They engage you on a whole other level.
They stay with you.
They really do. They spark conversations, make you reflect, and ultimately they expand how you see the world. Wouldn't it be amazing to actually step inside these films, though?
To experience those mind-bending moments firsthand.
Right. Well, in a way, we can. In the next part of our deep dive, we're going to revisit some of the most iconic scenes from these films. We'll break them down, analyze what makes them so powerful, and see why they continue to blow our minds. Welcome back to the show.
After exploring all these themes and connections, I'm just amazed at how these films manage to pack so much into a couple of hours.
I know, right? Each one is like this intricate puzzle box full of layers and symbolism. They really make you want to dig deeper.
And sometimes it's just one scene, one specific moment that really captures the whole film and stays with you.
Absolutely.
So let's revisit some of those unforgettable, mind-bending moments that have become iconic in film history.
Okay, let's start with that haunting final shot of Inception. Cobb's spinning top. It's just wobbling there on the table as he's reunited with his kids. Will it fall or will it keep spinning?
It's the perfect cliffhanger. It doesn't give you a clear answer.
Exactly.
It leaves you wondering, questioning what's real.
It makes you think about the idea that reality might not be as solid as we think, you know? Maybe it's more fluid, more subjective.
It's kind of a scary thought, but also kind of freeing in a way.
Right. It suggests that maybe we have more control over our experiences than we realize.
Now, we can't talk about mind-blowing moments without mentioning the Stargate sequence in 2001.
Oh, man. That's one for the books.
It's just pure visual poetry, color, light, abstract imagery. You don't know what it means, but it's just awe-inspiring.
It really is.
It's like watching the universe being born, a journey through space and time.
Yeah, it's amazing. And what's so great is that Kubrick, the director, never tells you what it means. You have to figure it out for yourself.
You find your own meaning in all that chaos and beauty.
That's what makes it so powerful. It goes beyond words, you know?
Yeah.
It shows you how film can evoke these deep emotions and ideas that you just can't explain.
Okay, let's switch gears to a moment that's both shocking and incredibly clever. The twist ending of Fight Club.
Oh, yeah, that one gets you.
The realization that Tyler Durden is just a figment of the narrator's imagination, it changes everything.
It makes you rethink the whole film. Suddenly, all those scenes of rebellion take on a different meaning.
It becomes about this internal struggle, this guy wrestling with his own dark side.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder, how well do I know myself?
Are there parts of us that we hide, even from ourselves?
The brilliance of that twist is how subtly it's set up. There are all these little hints throughout the film, but you only notice them when you watch it again.
The filmmakers are playing with you, challenging you to pay attention. And then when the truth hits you, it's like, whoa.
I love those moments. And the ending of The Prestige is another one.
The lengths those magicians go to, it's both amazing and kind of sad.
It's about ambition, sacrifice, taking things too far.
And that final reveal with all the drowned clones,
Mm.
it's haunting. It makes you think about the price of success, the illusions we create to justify what we do.
Now, for a twist that's truly psychologically disturbing, the ending of Shutter Island. The realization that Teddy Daniels is a patient at the asylum, making up this whole world in his head, it's a total mind trip.
It's so well done the way they slowly unravel his psyche, drawing you into his paranoia.
You're constantly questioning what's real, just like Teddy.
And when the truth comes out, it's devastating. Makes you question everything you've seen.
It shows how powerful our minds can be, how easily we can deceive ourselves, especially when we're dealing with trauma and guilt.
These are just a few of the mind-blowing moments that make these films so unforgettable. They challenge us to think outside the box, to question everything.
They make us embrace the mysteries of the human experience in the universe.
They remind us that cinema can be more than just entertainment. It can be a way to explore, to reflect, to discover something new about ourselves.
Absolutely.
So if you're ever looking for a film that will challenge your perceptions and make you think about life's big questions, revisit these mind-bending masterpieces.
You never know. You might discover something new about yourself and the world around you.
And remember, the journey doesn't end when the credits roll. These films are meant to spark conversations, to make you think long after the final scene.
So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those minds bending.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into mind-bending movies. We hope you enjoyed the trip.